President Trump today marking his 100 days of his second term in the Oval Office with a trip to Michigan. He's currently speaking at a rally right now at a community college in the Detroit suburb of Warren. The location not coincidental. The president today announcing he's easing tariffs on imported parts used by automakers in Michigan. This as concern grows about the economic impact of Mr. Trump's higher prices. And that's not the only tariff controversy today, day 100. Eyewitness News anchor Mike Marza here now with more. Michael?
Bill, that's right. A report floated around earlier today that Amazon had planned to display tariff prices on its website next to the products. The White House press secretary then quickly called it hostile and a political act by Amazon. But after a phone call between the head of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, and President Trump, Amazon backed off and said that policy had not been approved. Just a small symbol of the uncertainty that has filled the first 100 days. President Trump in Michigan, home to America's auto industry, hit hard by his tariffs. Announcing on his 100th day in office, he is rolling back some of the levies so companies aren't hit by the 25% import duty and the 25% steel and aluminum tariff.
We just wanted to help them during this little transition, short term. If they can't get parts, it has to do with a very small percentage. We didn't want to penalize them. And you have a one-year period and then they have an extra year.
In a recent poll, more than 70% of Americans say it is very or somewhat likely that Trump's economic policies will cause a recession. A worry ABC's Terry Moran asked the president about in an exclusive Oval Office interview today.
You said concerning the tariffs, which economists say are going to raise prices, you said, quote, hang tough. Yeah. It won't be easy. You said that to the American people. Is that what Americans should expect, some hard times?
I've said that during my campaign. Look, we won a campaign by a lot. We won all 7 swing states. We won the popular vote by a lot. We had a tremendous campaign. I said all of these things during my campaign. I said, you're going to have a transition period.
President Trump touched down in Michigan less than 2 hours ago. First, visiting the Selfridge Air National Guard Base in Harrison Township. Governor Whitmer has been lobbying the administration for funding to save the base in a bipartisan effort.
Very soon, we will replace the retiring A-10 Warthogs with 21 brand new F-15EX Eagle II fighter jets, the best in the world.
From the base to the Detroit suburb of Warren, and again, you see all of those red hats behind President Trump, really symbolizing more of a campaign rally than a presidential speech 100 days into his second term. The president standing by his controversial policies today as well. He says that China will probably eat those tariffs that he's imposed on that country, trying to calm people down in this country who are really concerned about the economy and how it's going to affect them. Bill?